Let's go into it. Now, we're going to do Scrum and line out. We've got footage of Scrum and line out. We'll do it reasonably quickly. The reason I'm going to do it, we're all high school, aren't we? Most of us?
College.
High school and college, okay, so there's a bit here. So we'll do a little bit of, all I'm going to do talk tactically is about the front row. Now, whatever we do, because I know I saw that Les had some stuff on Micron. Has people seen stuff that Micron have done? Or?
I think some have, yeah.
They have, okay.
Not many though.
Oh, sweet. Well, Micron, he has got some good stuff. The key to remember with Micron though is that all the core stability stuff that we do and that sort of stuff is you've got to get transferred. Okay, so all that strength that we do around here, the key is that you see a result from that into their body position when they scrummage. And that is the key to scrummaging, is that if we just get two cops here. So if we just get on your knees, just facing each other, please. And just so the coach can see, so you can parallel that little line here. Okay. Just tapping. Trying to hit each other. Alright, the body position we're looking for, you can see, what can we see here straight away? What's happening here? High on his shoulders, yeah? He's high on one shoulder and he's low on the other. Okay, so we need, the positions we need to be in is that it's a nice flat back, and we'll talk about head position. What's his head doing at the moment? It's down, okay? This guy's in a really not too bad a position. Let's have a look at his head. Just get that's better. But not up like that, it's just going to be level, but looking up through your eyes there like that. But what we're looking for is a nice flat back. We're not going to be too worried about leg position here at the moment because it's hard to do with on our knees, but ideally your back, just bring that knee back a bit there. What we're looking for is that when we squat, it's about 120 degrees, that's our strongest position. If we go lower than that, we're actually in a weak position. If we go higher than that, we're actually in a weak position. So we want them to get used to being able to hold that 120 degree position, regardless if they're moving forward, they're still holding that 120 degree position. And the key with it is that when they drive forward, that their weight is going from their backside down and through. Okay, so it's like a 45 degree angle from their backside down and through. And their weight, their body position in terms of their back, it maintains the integrity when doing that. So we call bearing down, we bear down through the chest. But it comes from the backside, and we're using our back just as a means to drive the arm, essentially. Okay? Alright. What you need to do is get your players strong in that position. And it starts off with a little bit of core stability, obviously. But then let's get in a position now where you're one-on-one scrummaging against each other. Okay? Alright. Now this guy not too bad a position. He's got a nice flat back, but what's his leg angle like there? See where his backside is here? The power in his legs isn't actually going through that backside, so you need to be further forward, mate. Further forward. How are you going to get further forward? How are you going to get further forward? No. What you need to do is you need to drive your hips down and through. No, down. Yeah, that's better. In that position there. Okay. Now you can see straight away what's happening with the integrity of his upper body when that happens. It's starting to twist and turn. So straight away we've got some weaknesses through there. So what we need to do is get them used to being strong in that 120 degree position, in that position there like that. And it's not head up like that, because what's happening when I put my head up like that? You can also start to arch my back, okay? It's a flat back, and what I need is a flat neck, and I look up through my eyebrows, there like that. So it's a 120 degree position. When I want weight on, I'm driving through there. So it's my backside bearing down and through. But I need to be able to hold that position. And the way we train our guys is start on your knees first, try and get in that position. Then once they come up into the one-on-one position, as we try and muck them up, and I saw Les do it before, saying that if I grab your legs and lift them up, what's not happening there? There's another element to this. If I can lift his leg, what does that mean? Hey? It means he's got no grip on the ground. Okay, so it's about trying to claw. So when you get in your pre-engagement position, you want the props to particularly really claw their toes into the ground, so they've got good purchase on the ground. Okay. Now the other thing is when we get up and just get up in position again for me. Okay, is when they're in that position. I'm not going to worry too much about their body position at the moment. But what you want to do then is you want to try and muck it up, like try and twist them, try and turn it, and get them used to having to resist that, because that's what's happening in the scrum. So at the moment, their poor body position at the moment, you need to work on that first. But you just put them in those compromised positions and try and get them used to being able to hold that good, strong body position under that sort of pressure. Okay, because that, again, that's what happens in the scrum. You've got pressure coming from behind, you've got the bloke in front, the front row you're against, and sometimes the hooker as well, trying to work against you to try and get you in poor body position. So you've got to be able to work in how you can resist that. Now, in terms of our head position, can you just stand up for me, buddy? Okay, just stand up normal. Excellent. You just turn around. Okay. That's essentially the neutral spine position. Just adjust your head back a little bit. Okay. In that position there, that's essentially the position he wants to be in the scrum. The only thing he's going to do is look up there. Okay? And just hold that position and just move down for him. What's he just done with his head? He's just pushed it back. Can you go down? Go down for it. Go down. Just go down just like that in that position. Bend right over. Put your head right up. Okay. Hold that position and we're just going to stand you straight up. Okay. Just keep your head up there. Is that a strong position? Okay, because straight away, his neck's compromised. He's got a good, strong bend in his neck, and you'll see, just keep your neck straight again. And that, he's got his spine in line, and he's nice, and he's able to generate power straight through his spine. All we need to do now is put his spine in a position where he can drive through. The power from the backside, as you bear down, goes through the shoulders, okay? And that's where it comes, all right? So you might see sides, particularly pre-engagement, they may start with their feet up ahead of them, but they know when they engage and when they bear down that their feet are going to get in that 120 position. Okay, and that's what you've got to look for. All right? So the reason I'm saying this is that you need to get them strong in that position. And the ways to do it is exactly what I said. Just get them, firstly get them used to holding that position. It might be abdominal hollowing initially. Then get them sort of on their knees one-on-one and doing it and trying to manoeuvre them. Then get them one-on-one where they're up, exactly what we've done there. Holding that position, try and manipulate, walk around and try and manipulate, try and get them to work and react with their core. Then what we do is we make it a bit harder. We might go a hooker and loose head against the tight head. And same thing. We might also put a tight head flank, tight head lock on the tight head. And he just engages in to the hooker and loose head. We might add a loose head lock to the equation. So suddenly you get a system where you build it up and you have the left-hand side of the scrum working against the right-hand side of the scrum. And that's really working the props in particular in terms of their core stability, being able to hold that. You can move it up and down, you can go sideways. I saw a couple of years ago at Brumbies where they had a big circle and they had exactly what we had there. We had a hooker and loose head. And a loose head second row and a tight head second row. And what they're doing is they're holding that position and holding that really good with that good core stability while they're walking around the circle, like this. Took them about a minute and a half to 2 minutes to get around the circle. So they're having to hold that position for that whole time, and that's really hard. But again, you've got to get it right easy first before you progress to that, because all they're going to do is hold bad body position as they walk around the circle. You want to get them in perfect body position. Okay, so there's 1,000 ways that you can do that, and you might try and, if you can get a copy of his CDs and DVDs, he's got a heap of drills and activities. Like he'll get them to hold their engagement position on a Swiss ball, like with their arm over the Swiss ball, and hold that engagement position. So it's really hard and it's working their core. So the key is get them strong in that first. Once they're strong in those positions, and what we'll go through now is a little bit of tactics at the front row. Have you got a full front row here? What are you? You a prop? Yeah. Good on. Okay. Do you want to come out here, mate? Excellent. Who's it? You a tight head or a loose head? You're a tight head? Okay, so do you want to go loose head for me? Just with the hook there, mate? Okay. We'll just go hook and loose head. I'll just go tight head. And you're a loose head, mate? I'll go tight head too. Yeah, I'm just going to get this side. I'm going to go this side. You're out of that. Yeah. Okay. So we just get in position. All right. Now in terms of engagement, when we get in position, we've got to get used to. So we claw our feet in, and when the locks are in, we hitch right back. So we hit, in terms of our hits, we hit, once the locks are in, we hitch back and we try and lock in a position where we can get our weight as far forward as possible. So we need to get our players with their cores on, getting in a position where they can get their weight as far forward and being able to balance in that position, okay? And then what we're looking for is to explode into engagement. Now the battle at engagement is to get in good shoulder position as quickly as possible, okay? What the loose head's trying to do, and I'm going to come in, just ease in, so in that position. What you as a loose head is going to try and do is you're going to try and get a bind in here, and you're going to try and get both shoulders up under my chest. So you're going to, yeah, what's he just done with his hips though is he's done that. He's shifted them out, so all he's done is just giving me a chance to have a crack at the hole. Okay? So just, can I get you as a tight head, mate? Let's go. As a tight head here, buddy. Okay. So we'll just ease in. So what I'm looking to do is I'm looking to get both, we can't hold the weight because I'm slipping. Okay. I'm trying to get both shoulders up underneath you. How are you feeling there, buddy? As much as you can do?
Can't stand on his feet.
Yeah. We just, a couple of guys just behind the sleeping doors, that's all, just so we can get up and finish. Okay. All right. Excellent. Okay, so what I'm trying to do, well, you've actually got me in your way, that's all. So I'm trying to get up under there, but I've got you now, haven't I? Okay? So how are you feeling there now? But what I need to do, and I can't do it, is as I'm doing that, I need to chase my feet, so I'll hold that 120 position, okay? So that essentially as a loose head, I'm looking to get my shoulders up under here, all right? And that takes the whole tight head scrum, tight head power out of the scrum, all right? What he's trying to do to stop me, can I get you in a loose head again?
Go on, Matt.
No, she went too keen to go in there.
I just went very wide there.
What I'm trying to do, and we try and do this on the hip, is I want to get my shoulder right there so he can't get up underneath me, right on his neck, okay? So we just go in here, okay? So I'm getting my shoulder, and let's go. Okay, so right now I'm on your neck, aren't I? Yeah. So how's his body position? Okay. Right, and see how his hips start to come out? All he does is open the hole for me, and you can see that I can pretty much work quite hard. Just come up, give me another foot there, mate, so I can drive. Okay, oh, that's better. Okay, so I can keep driving through there like that, and you can see what's happening to them now. I pretty much split you out, you were pretty good there. Okay?
You're splitting us right now.
That's right, so the key is I get on your neck and I lock you down in position. What did you do once that happened?
I kind of had this.
You have to come out to try and get an angle on me. What I do then is I need to come out and chubby, and then once you get ridiculous, I just go straight for the hole.
Yeah.
Okay? So me as a tight head, that's essentially what I'm looking to do. What you're looking to do is hook up, you want to lock me out. Right, so can you go with me for a second? So in terms of my bind,
You know what?
I need freedom through the shoulders, so I bind just on the back of the shorts. So what I'm looking to do is I'm going to come right forward like this, okay? So when you come around the corner on me, I'm able to come out, and I've got freedom through the shoulders so I can come out at you. If you lock me out, through here, lock that shoulder out, I can't come around the corner, so you've got me, okay? And that's where the battle wins. So it's important that the hooker works hard through this situation as well. So what the hooker's looking to do on engagement is to, and we see a lot of hookers will take a really high bind up here. The higher the bind you take, the more leverage you've got to get through, okay? Particularly New Zealand hookers, they're right up here, okay? And I notice these days they're even going to the middle of the back to try and get even further through. But it seems the scrums seem to be collapsing a lot with that bind, so my preference is probably to take that high bind. But what I'm looking to do, can you go up tight here, again for me? I'll just go at hooker. Okay, so just come into position. What I'm going to do is I'm going to drive my shoulders down through. Okay, how's your position there now? I'm sort of after this. Okay, you notice what I'm doing with my hand to do that? What am I doing with it? I'm actually pulling the bind up so I can drive that shoulder through. Okay? Hand through there. You couldn't do anything.
The shoulder was right on my neck.
Yeah, and you can pretty much have your wicked way with you. That's right. Okay, so it's not just the hooker. The challenge for the side that's feeding the ball is the hooker's got another job to do also. He's got to hook the ball. So what we want to do, in order for me to, can I get you back and hook it here? So this time I'm going to go, so just bind on my shorts here. Okay, walk through. Excellent. So get your inside foot up so you're able to go out, inside foot up. Yeah, just so you're able to go out a bit. Just a bit wider base. So what you're going to try and and lock him out. What I'm going to try and do is actually lock you out on this side so you can't get through. Okay, so the key for me is, now I need to do this on engagement, and then once we settle our hook, but what I'm looking to do is when we come in, is I want to get my shoulder there. Now, is it you finding it harder to get through in there?
Yep,
Now you are. Okay, so in that position there, right, then I can hook the ball back, and then I'll go back to scrummaging. Now, how are you going there to the tight end? You fine there with you?
Yeah, I'm fine.
You're fine, okay? All right, so it's a battle that happens on engagement and just post. But the key for me, both hookers, is you want to win your engagement. One shoulder with the hooker, the other shoulder with the tight end. Okay? If you win your engagement with the hooker, if we've got the ball, then that gives him freedom. It keeps you away from him, which means he's got freedom to look after the tight end. Then really, it's one-on-one. Where this gets a battle is when it becomes 2-on-1, and when you add a loose head lock flanker, and then the number 8 in channel 1, it's actually 5-on-1. Okay, which is a bit of an exaggeration, that's essentially what's coming through here. I need to try and get it back to more of a one-on-one situation, and then it's about how you can win the engagement, get on his shoulder. There's two different binds, you just come down here, mate. One is this one, you pull him in that position there like that and lock you down. The other one is that one, where you go down and away on it. Okay? That's a personal preference. You can even mix them up. I find that sometimes you can get that one there easily, and as you come around the corner, and I want to drive the hole, is I'll go down and try and slide that shoulder through. Okay? Trying to think in terms of locks and that sort of stuff. We talked about the locks having to stay on the props as you're going around that circle. The key with the locks is they're going to stay on your prop, and sometimes that may mean that you disassociate yourself from the other lock. All right? He's the key here. He's the front line of the battle. You've got to keep him in line. If his hips started going out, you've got to help him get his hips back in. If he's getting hips going out to drive the hole, then you can go with him a bit, but if it gets ridiculous, you've got to try and get his hips back in. Okay? And the key with front row, particularly with props, is getting two outside shoulder dominant. So a tight end getting two outside shoulder dominant there, he loses the inside, and then as he's pulling you on there, you're starting to come up and you give him a shot at underneath here. So on engagement, the motion for a tight head, essentially, is I'm back here like this, and what I'm looking to do is come down, is bang, is get in that position there like that. If I swim in, which is what a lot of tight heads do, where are you going to get to? So I'll give him a hump, okay? So it's about coming through, just coming in, it's bang, okay, and then bang in position, then I'll go away, or I can lock him down in that position there like that. What you're looking to do, it's like an uppercut, okay? Into you, so if I just go on you, so we're just in position, so that's just come off me, mate. We're just going to come in. What I'm looking to do is bang, uppercut up in there, and I'm looking to try and get straight up under there on that engagement. So it's a punch up and engage, and then bang. But I'm working both shoulders. So I'm working, and Laurie Fisher, who's a very good scrum coach, talks about that, particularly with is you just turn that inside knee in a bit to make sure you hitch in, but it also means that you're working equally as hard through that inside leg and inside shoulder as you are through your outside. So you're driving straight at all times, okay? So I know we've got a little bit tactical here in terms of what happens at the front row, but the key is, before you even get to this, you've got to get that body position right first. That's the key. Being strong in that flat back position, okay, next flat, looking up through the eyes, through the eyebrows, but being able to maintain that 120 degree position. And pre-engagement, particularly with the locks, that might mean that your feet are right underneath you, but remember when you engage, you go forward, you chase forward, and at all times we drive with the hips, it's down in a 45 motion. We're driving that weight, bearing that weight down and through. And then we chase with our feet to keep that weight on. Anything that happens in the engage, you can win the head, but you can't chase. What happens then is they slide up and underneath you. When you get the hip, you've got to chase to lock them down in position. Okay? At all times. And that's why you'll see lots of scrums going down, particularly at international level, like they're hitting and there's all this bullshit going on. It's because they're trying to win that battle. And that's why the refs keep pulling it up and that sort of stuff. And the ref will say, mate, you've got to do this, you've got to do that. Usually it's wrong because none of them have been in the front row. But the fact is that that's what it's all about. It's whoever wins that battle and whoever wins that shoulder battle is generally going to win the scrum. Any questions, guys, just on that? We'll do line out upstairs. I'll do a video for you.
Yep.
It's easier. Okay.